Hello, good morning. My name is Camden. Hope you're having a great day. Just finished a few lessons teaching English online, and this live stream is for how you can create a successful live stream to attract new students and to get more bookings. So, I've been getting a lot of questions from people, kind of a lot of the same questions about I'm doing everything I can. How can I get more bookings? How can I go full time? I want more students. Okay, so you have to remember that if you're putting all of your energy and effort just opening up your schedule for the official kids course, you're going about it in the wrong mindset. And what I'm trying to say is that if you're new and you are not fully booked the way that you want to be, then you got to do things outside of classroom time that is going to equate to more financial revenue for you at the end of the month. So when I started on Palfish in 2016, there was no official kids course. You had to self-market yourself. So there's a lot of teachers out there that got going early and they are still on the official kids course, and I personally know them and they're great people. What happened to my journey was when I started in April 2016, it was so new, and I wasn't really even in a suitable teaching environment to begin with. But what happened was, over those 6 months, around the second month, the third month, I started to realize the true potential on Palfish with getting paid by the minute. Because at that time in my life, I was basically backpacking around Central America, going to Panama, going to Costa Rica, and then going to a very remote island in the Caribbean Sea from Nicaragua. But throughout that summer, when I made that jump, when I was in Hong Kong, staying up till 11 o'clock, getting up super early, when I was in Boulder, Colorado, I was dedicated to making sure that I could pick up some students, whether that be from click tutoring, the start button, or opening up my schedule, which both of them you really need to do. And I remember those early mornings at 4:30, I would get the piano call from Palfish, and I remember sometimes I couldn't even answer it because I was, half asleep where I was at the moment in Boulder, Colorado. But I decided to make a huge professional upgrade when I got to Chiang Mai. And when I got there, November 2016, that is when everything started to come together. The things that I dreamed about doing for 10 years, a decade, the things that I always knew deep down inside that I could accomplish. So as I'm speaking to you right now on this live stream and I'm explaining my story, I hope that you can have the confidence to believe in yourself, because I am going to show you on my phone how you can create the live stream and make it successful. And I did create a live stream this morning right off the top of this, and it's going to be on July 7th. Now, I'm not clicking only for teachers because I would like to have students come, but if you want to come and you want to see firsthand what a real live stream is like, how to do well, how to make it effective and engaging, then I recommend you to come. Okay? So what I want to first get through is, right now I got the first Palfish shirt. I was going to make this my title, but I decided not to. But this is the first Palfish design that ever came out. And why did Palfish give me two of them? Well, I'll never forget the day when I got the package from Beijing, and getting the t-shirts, getting the pen to write on, the smartphone, and the little treats, and the greeting card, it made me realize, whoa, this is truly a gift from God. And to be going along that journey, taking the risks, making the mistakes, making huge failures, but persisting through it all. and having the willpower and the drive and the motivation to not quit, to not give up, but to pick myself up and keep moving along. And that is the attitude that you have to have out there if you want to do something big with your life. You don't, I know the word, people will criticize the word successful and stuff like that, but successful can be happiness, can be wealthiness, can be how much money you have. It can be so many things. But ultimately, you have in life people who are happy, which are the winners. But I'm not talking about just being happy with being content with your life, which is great. But I'm talking about happy in that you are fulfilling your true mission here on planet Earth. And I feel and I believe that I'm living my mission, and I want you out there to live your mission. What is a mission? Well, I believe that when we are born, we come out into this world, I believe we already have the blueprint, we already have the DNA, we already have the files that we need, the software already built inside of our soul, and we are destined for something. Why do so many people not get to where they want to be in life? It's very simple. Perhaps the environment that they grew up in, the parents that they had, the school system, the teachers that they had, the classroom and the classmates. There's so many things that affect who a person is and how they will become in the future. At the same time, I just really went deep on there, but I just really, I feel for everybody out there. And I believe people can improve, but you have to be willing to step up to the challenge. Because you don't want to be 50, 60, 70 years old and feel regret. I should have done this, I should have done that. And I'm already understanding that at 32 years old. Because I know that I don't want to be like people that I saw as I was growing up as a child. People in the family or friends or classmates. And so many times, my parents would not allow me to spend the night at certain people's houses because of the lack of parental supervision. And at the time, it was terrible. It was like, man, I hate this. I can't believe you guys don't let me, go to my friend's house and stuff. And I didn't understand it. But now I truly do. And I would do the same, for my family. So, you have to be willing to make changes in your life. We all come from different places, but we have something called the internet. So I've seen all kinds of people be successful online. All kinds of people from different backgrounds, different cultures, different ideologies, different body capabilities. I'll just say, I don't like the word disabled, but some people will, have that title. But I've seen some amazing videos from people that have a lot less than what most of the people are born with in terms of physical capability, and yet they're still making the best of what they have and not allowing that to stop them. And when I see things like, the Special Olympics, it's really inspiring, especially the swimming. How they have to get in the pool and they have to hold onto like a mouth guard, so that they can go back and then they're kicking. It's just like, wow, the human, we have so much willpower, we have so much energy built inside of us coming from the heart, but you got to be willing to put yourself out there. And I know a lot of people lack confidence, a lot of people lack self-esteem, but those are the characteristics that you need to become an effective teacher. Because if the student can't feel your confidence and your self-esteem, then kids are smart like that. They can sense energy a lot differently than someone who is an adult. And kids are going to pick up on that energy. That's why when I would go to schools, when we go out for recess, they all want to play with me. Like they want to run, they want to like tackle into each other, but the other teachers are not doing that. And that's a reason why a lot of teachers had problems with me, because I was willing to go out there and run and jump and hop with the kids, right? Have a little bit of humility, but I also enjoyed it because I like moving, And from those early experiences, I realized that not only do I really love teaching, and you have to love teaching, you have to love speaking to ages 4 to 14 years old if you want to be a great online English teacher. That's just the bottom line. People will say, how can I have so much fun talking to a 5-year-old? Well, you got to be creative. And that's why I've made so many videos on this channel of how to use fun props, how to use visual images. And that brings up something really important, is about word association. You have to learn and understand that, what was the percent? 65% of the population are visual learners. So, especially with the younger students, you can use the props, you can use your background to, your advantage and to your benefit and to your effectiveness. At the same time, you need to find things like photo images that can build confidence and comprehension through visual representation and word association. So I believe that, through pictures, like the new slides that are on the Official Kids course, the new lessons and the materials, it helps out a whole lot. There's a lot more graphic illustration, a lot more phrases and expressions that are based on the environment of the slide. So the new material that Palfish has out, and they keep updating it as well, it's amazing. It really is. And that's why Palfish is easily the best online teaching company out there. But I remembered what I wanted to say, is that the reason why I got the first edition of the Palfish shirt, they don't even make these anymore. The reason why is because when nobody else was willing on a consistent basis, I'm not talking about once a week, once a month, I'm talking about on a consistent daily basis. Maybe I missed a day or two, but over time, very consistent, I was the only one putting myself out there to do the live streams early on. And that equated to so many bookings, so much of my early success in 2017. So when I started to realize how effective live streams are, it helps me improve my voice. It helps me to become a better instructor. How to keep people's attention, that was critical, because you are communicating to people. And if you can't hold their attention, then how are you going to be able to help them improve a foreign language, and to get them excited about it and enthusiastic about learning and speaking English? So you've got to find ways that can bring out the best in the way that you teach. So let me go ahead, as I've said, that was the whole purpose of this live stream, right? Was to show you guys the live stream. All right, guys, here we go. So, as I said, as I've been showing everybody, let me just move this up a little bit. My glasses, please don't fall. And by the way, in my description, lots of helpful links, how to learn Chinese, application links. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. So when I have my lesson and I show them a cool fruit like this, or I show them some ginger, that's so much fun. I love showing the kids real live stuff. Just like peanut butter. Just like a cucumber. Okay, so I'm giving you guys so much stuff right now that if you don't take this into application, I'm going to be really upset. So, every time I show the kids the cucumber, they say it in Chinese. So, and if some kids don't know peanut butter, I'll even open it up and I'll be like, hey guys, look, there's some peanut butter. And then some of them like it, some of them don't even know. But that's why you got to have stuff that's ready. Okay, here we go. So, all right, let's go back up here. So this morning I created a live stream. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it real quick. So go here, live. And you can see already I uploaded it this morning before I started our live stream, and already 13 people are deciding to come. So let's see how many teachers. Wow, a lot of teachers. Anna and Amy, view details. Okay, 347 practice hours. See, you guys got to learn how to go into profiles. See their interests, like office, travel, intro. They have lots of stuff, and then you can listen to their voice,
You're doing well.
So boom. And here's a great way. And the best way you could do this, you could say, when you can open up the live stream and say, I want to say thank you to Anna and Amy so much. Anna and Amy, because you are doing a great job with your English. And you could say, I listened to your books, right? And then what you could do is you could take a screenshot. You take a screenshot of the picture of the book, and that they'll have their name. And then in the live stream, you can put that picture up there and say, Anna and Amy, you're doing a wonderful job with your English. Circle a word. Say, you did a great job, but try to practice this word one time and listen to my voice and practice at home. Okay? So an easy way, because now you provided a solution for an English language learner for free. So let me jump back over here. So I want to say thank you to everyone who's already decided to enroll. And then we have Iris. Let's see, Iris, I think probably, a teacher. Okay. So Joe, I think that's probably a student. Yes, exactly. So I see a brand new student. They just enrolled in live. They have no practice hours, but that's okay because they want to come and check it out. Let's see. Maybe Tim, maybe a student. Yes, okay. So you could go here. I'm telling you can screenshot this and then show them in the live stream, say, hey, I really like your shirt, and then boom, you could hit save right here. And then during the live stream, you could say, wow, I just want to say to Tim, the picture you have of the mountain here is very beautiful. You did a great job. So you have to find ways to encourage people. And, not even 1 year ago, I didn't have the knowledge that I have right now on how to connect with students in so many more effective and efficient ways, where I don't have to think about it so much. It comes natural, and that's because I've been doing this for a very long time. Now, let me go back over here. So this is the live stream, all right? If you want to create a live stream, you go right in here, live class. You enter the title. There's all different types of categories. How long you want to do it. I recommend just say 15 minutes. And if you go over the 15, that makes the viewers very excited because they're like, wow, this teacher is going overtime. And then just, free. Don't charge people when you're first starting out. Okay? Boom. 00. And then you need to write an intro. Look, Palfish even gives you the tips. Please make it interesting. Like, available to teachers only, but I'm going to open it up to everybody. Because I talk a lot on these YouTube videos about live streaming and how to be successful. And let me just go ahead and do a live stream for everybody. And you guys can see what it's like. And it's also a great opportunity for me to kind of give back. It's a free live stream. And Palfish is all the people out there on Palfish that have made, it's not even about the followers, because there's people with more followers than I have, and it just really comes down to satisfaction. Are you satisfied with what you're doing every day? Are you satisfied enough with the level that of I just can't sit back. I don't know about you, but I just can't sit back on the couch and let the world go by and let time tick. There's a time for meditation. There's a time for relaxation and leisure and chilling on the beach in Thailand. But there's also a time and place where you've got to really stay focused, have concentration, and not allow temptation to come in and screw it all up. Okay? And if you're liking this live stream, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay? Thank you so much. So, as I've said, this is how you create your live stream. And then when you're finished, you just hit create. That's all you got to do. You can upload pictures. I'm going to show you. Don't worry. So when you create a live stream, you can click in and you can easily see, look, I did Chinese, English, Chinese, English, Chinese, English. Okay. And then you can see the people who have enrolled in your live stream. Now edit. Now, as you can see, I've uploaded my cover photo. And I do recommend to put some text on the photo. It does help. Now, pictures. I did not upload pictures yet, okay? I'm going to work on that a little bit today in my free time and then tomorrow. And then you also have to remember that if the people that are looking to take the live stream, that there's no pictures, there's not really an enticement to actually enroll and to come. So, however, because I have built up a huge following just from live streaming on Palfish, if I don't put pictures, it's not going to hurt me as much as someone who doesn't have the profile, or in the experience in the teaching hours as someone who does. So what I'm going to do is I've already downloaded the PhotoGrid app on the iPad, so I'm going to work on that today and tomorrow. And in the next live stream that I will do here on YouTube, it's going to be how to get your pictures on here and how to make them useful. I'm going to be doing ABCD. Why is ABCD super important? Because number one, it would be really cool if it did happen, but at the time right now, you can't share a split screen with the viewer on the live stream. So they can only write a message to you. They can share pictures though. That's pretty cool. So a student or a teacher during the live stream who's watching, you can send a picture, you can send a message, you can even donate money. And that's what's something really crazy too, because I started literally getting like people donating to all these free live streams. I'd have like 34 people come during the live stream or 52 people sometimes. And towards the end and throughout, they'd be donating like $1 here or $2 here. And I'm like, whoa, why are people donating to me? So I couldn't believe that to begin with. There's 2 flies in here, man. Get out of here. Look, that's the thing about living in the country sometimes. You got a mushroom farm out here, and if you open up the door for too long, and you got to brush that off. And if you leave the door open for too long right here, some of the flies will come in. And that's a huge adjustment too, Like I'm living out here in the country, and there was no air conditioning in the room when I got here. And at the same time, it helped build more character. It made me appreciate things a lot more. So, you got to be willing to challenge yourself. And if you're not willing to challenge yourself, then it's going to be very difficult for you to get to where you want to be in this life. And it's just the truth, And I'm learning every day. I have a long way to go. But now I'm starting getting into a groove where I'm saving money, where I'm making the right decisions, I'm being more patient. I think that's the whole thing. Balance is, of course, important, but behind that whole thing has got to be a lot of patience. Yes, you need to be accelerating. Yes, you need to start seeing improvements, changes, but that's also only going to come from the inside. And I think, we talk a lot, right? We all talk to ourselves. We all talk to people about what we want to do, our dreams, what we'd like to do, what we could do, all that stuff. But when you start to consistently do the things that you talk about, then you start to build that confidence. And then once you build a certain level of confidence in yourself and you believe in your dream and you believe in what you're doing, then you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop looking online and on social media for like, I don't know. I mean, I like watching some videos. I like keeping up to date with things in the world, like the G20, that was a really exciting weekend. I was on that. I was listening to all the interviews with the different people from all the different leaders of the countries in the world. And, I take that time. That's something that I enjoy doing. But are you using social media to live through someone else's dream or to live through someone else's life? And if you are, it's only going to bring you down, and it's going to stop you from doing the things that you truly need to do in this life, because it's not about want, it's about a necessity. You've got to make your dream and your goals a necessity. Okay? So, next thing is my live stream is ready. Okay? So, as I've already gone over, I already showed you how to go into the live stream. how to create it, the time, free, your description. What I did was Google Translate. And I know people, it's not a great idea to do that. But I didn't have super complex advanced grammar, I had a lot of simple present tense sentences. So that's not going to run into so many issues, okay? Now I did have 2 Chinese assistants in the summer of 2017, and that was an incredible experience. And I'm considering to maybe even start a new student group. And another thing you need to keep in mind, I wrote this on paper, so I didn't forget, thank you, is the kids, it's not like a 6-year-old's going to hop on the iPad and say, hey, this teacher's going to have live stream. You know, it's not going to happen. It could happen. I've had some like 7, 8-year-olds like jump into the live stream before, but you know, the probably had parental supervision with that, okay? So, you know, as I've mentioned in the beginning of this live stream, is if you're not fully booked the way you want to, you need to do things like live streams and video moments. You go to my profile, check it out, you know, get a feel for what you need to do and how to make titles and cover photos and all those things, and the descriptions, how I get back to people in the comment section, you know, because engagement is really important. You know, I maybe have missed a few messages, but when I have some free time, even on this YouTube, mostly on the YouTube channel, I'll go back in and I'll answer people from 7 months ago, 6 months ago, 4 months ago, because I know that they will get a notification, they will see that, and that shows them that, hey, whatever the case may be, this person cares enough, even if it was that long ago, to answer my question again. And that shows another side of you, how much you truly care. Because if you don't care, if you're not a kind person, then you're probably not going to be a good teacher, okay? So that's pretty much it. My next class starts in about 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I have the same student for 2 lessons in a row. Then I have another break, so it's about a 1 hour, 30-minute break. Then I have another class, and then another hour break, and another class, and another 30-minute break, and then it's like 2 classes break, 3 like today's a lot of cancellations lately, and I had 3 no-shows yesterday. 3 student no-shows. That's crazy. So that means that I got paid like at my rate right now, since I'm level 5, I teach over 300 classes last month. I taught over 300 classes last month. So I'm in level 5, so that equals about 30 to like $35. I forget. Gosh, just fly, yo. Crazy. Thailand country sometimes, yo. Anyway, look, tractor out here. I'm telling you, yo, you guys don't even know. Check it out. Got the tractor out here. Got the car parked. So I mean, we're living out in the country, and it's nice because I tell you what, a lot of lessons talk about the farm. And when I got a tractor out here going down, and I got this big old window, and the kid sees the tractor, number 1, they can't believe it. Number 2, they're like, whoa. Number 3, they're really excited. Even the older students, they can't believe that teacher lives on a farm, literally. And things like that really help out. You know, if you're in a condo, then yeah, you're gonna have to use a lot of how can I say, like, you gotta be creative. Look, I have my logo, I have my blue shirt when I'm teaching, so that meets the requirements. So if I do make mistakes, let me know. You can write me a message. At the same time, I got this amazing window. Now I can't use it all the time, like when it's super hot, but lately it's been a bit cool outside because of the rain. And when I open this up for sunset, and these students see a beautiful sunset, they love it. I've never had a student say they don't like it. And when the dogs are running out here and they're starting to bark, every time the students are, oh, do you have dogs? And I was like, yes, I do. You know? And, you know, like, boom. I show them some cool stuff like this. And when my dog comes out here, or sometimes comes in the room, you talk about a prop, and it's not like you make your whole class about your dog, okay? I'm not saying that. You can't do that. You're going to get a complaint. But when the time is right, especially whether it doesn't matter if it's an advanced, beginner, shy, talkative student, you know, even the kids who don't like dogs, because you'll have some students who don't like dogs, every time I've showed them the dog, if it came in the room or a picture, they liked it. It's just because they're not used to it. Where they're from, or the upbringing they have. Not everybody's down with dogs and cats. Because look, you have to remember, the students in China, there's very few who are actually living in a village or living in the countryside. Sometimes they'll take the vacation to visit the grandparents there in the summer, or during the Chinese New Year for like Spring Festival. But generally speaking, 99.9% of all your students are going to be living in a big city environment, in an apartment, condo, living on top of each other. So the more natural stuff that you can show your students, they're going to remember that a lot more than just doing what is the norm for online English teachers. Anybody can go out and buy a frog puppet. Anybody can go out and buy, a pig, like stuffed animal, okay? Stuffed animals are great. I have them myself. I have a dinosaur stuffed animal. They're great. But I use all types of different props. Exercise equipment, food, fruits, vegetables, books, like kids' books and stuff like that. Shown it before here, see? And that works great with some of the younger students, boys and girls. Some of the girls do like dinosaurs, and some don't. And I know things about like what musical instruments my students are into. So, for example, if a student likes piano and they play piano at home, sometimes they play piano for me when their parents allow it, So I'm one, and I think many of these teachers out there who really get online teaching, who really understand it, everybody's going to be a little bit different, but the ones who have really made it as successful online English teachers have learned how to get the creative side out and to get that student excited about being with you for those 25 minutes. That's what it's really all about. You're going to have shy students. You're going to have students who don't want to listen or have difficulties. And that should be more responsibility on your part as the instructor, because I have this one student, still fairly new. I've only had 4 lessons with him, but the last one, it's like, some students have a difficult time focusing on the screen for such a long time, right? And, again, everybody's at different learning levels. Some people like to learn online. Some people need to have the teacher face-to-face. So this student definitely would be better, with a face-to-face situation. However, I can't have that. So what I have is a student who the attention level is low, a great kid, a great student, and can repeat everything I say, but how can I get that student to stay focused and have eye contact with me, And I got frustrated in the last class, and I kind of showed it in my face. And, things like that happen in the moment. We're human. We have emotions. We have feelings, okay? And at the same time, when I finished that lesson, I was like, one part of you wants to say, wow, I hope that, one part of you does say, wow, I can't do that again, right? And then the other part is like, that was really rough, but you know what? The kid was good. He didn't scream. He didn't run around. He stayed there, remained patient. He has some issues with making complete sentences. He lacks attention sometimes and to have eye contact on the screen. But overall, he's still a great kid, and he can improve because he can repeat what I say very well, and he can read a little bit. But he's 7 or 8 years old, so he's a bit behind in his level where it should be as a 7 or 8 year old. But anyway, and that part of me inside says, hey, I just need to be more relaxed. I need to breathe more before I go into that class and not allow myself to get impatient or frustrated. Okay? And I have that class with that student again on Saturday. So I already know what I'm going to be getting. Right? And so I'm preparing myself. And when I have that lesson with that student, I'm going to be super relaxed. And that's the kind of patience you need to have. That's the kind of determination you have. Because if that student is not at the level they need to be, it's up to you. And if you can get that student to the next level, they're going to remember you forever. And their parents will be incredibly grateful for your service. Okay? And that's what I'm talking about. A lot of teachers out there not really looking to do it. I get a lot of things in my news feed on Facebook saying, I can't believe, I'm so happy I don't teach English online anymore. I feel trapped. Well, maybe because the company you're with, or maybe because your teaching style, and not everybody's made to be an online English teacher. A lot of people just do it for the money. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I like to do it. Even when I have half days, I only have a few lessons a day sometimes, like on Tuesdays, I feel like something's missing in my morning, my afternoons, because I like the interaction. Because I do stay and work at home. And, I don't have like a friend circle that I keep in contact with, I focus on my family, I focus on my wife, and I focus on the people who love me. It's not high school. We don't have all these social cliques. I learned that early on. And I burned a lot of my friends because of my veganist mindset for many, many years. I pushed my family away, I pushed my friends away. Everybody has their own path. And some people can do veganism without pushing it on the people, but I went really into it. And I had to learn the hard way. So with that being said, you got to learn that it's all lead by example. It's not about telling people what to do. But if you're leading by example, you can give them tips and help and advice along the way. And that is telling them what to do. Because if you're living it, then you can tell it. But if you're not living it, then you need to build up some experience. And right now I have some coconut curry chicken coming with brown rice. I'm wishing you all out there a healthy day, a safe day, and happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to the United States of America. And to everybody out there who believes in freedom and safety and strength. I hope and pray that you have a great day, and thank you so much. If you have any questions on this live stream, oh my goodness, I got a good wife. I'll show you guys what's going on. Straight out of the kitchen, I got the vegetable, the cucumber, I don't want it to fall. I got the chicken breast, the brown rice. Wow, amazing. So everybody out there, oh, I forgot about the chat. Just let me say, hello, Monkey About, Tom Owens, Mavros, Suhaimi, and Jacob. I want to say thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It does help with the video getting out to more people. Hello, Mandy. Thank you so much. Listen, guys, I love to help people. And I want to see you succeed. I really do. So if you have a success story, if you've made a change in your life, I always tell people to leave a question, leave a comment, which, yes. But if you've had an amazing change in your life from these videos, please share it in the comment section. Because, yeah, it helps other people know, but it allows me to know that what I'm doing is something that's positive and it's tangible for people, that people are actually applying things that I'm giving people in these videos and seeing their life get better and improve. And Suhaimi wants to know, how can I book a lesson? Well, you will have to download the Palfish student application on the Apple Store and complete your student profile. And then you will have to go to my profile, Camden Long. So if you have some questions, leave it in the comment section and I'll be glad to get back to you. I'm going to eat this while it's hot. You guys have a great day and thank you so much. This YouTube channel would not be possible without all of you out there. So thank you so much. Have a great day.